What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Post-Gazette Pirates YouTube channel. He's Andrew Destin. I'm Noah Hiles, coming to you from Bradenton, Florida, where the Pirates came out on top 7-6 over the Blue Jays. A lot of offense in this one, Andrew. Took a while to get going.
Yep. Love a rain delay.
Love a rain delay in March, but nonetheless, Pirates come out on top. Snap a 3-game losing skid. We're going to talk all about it. First key to this one, I'll start it off.
Yep.
Oneil Cruz, an absolute bomb. The deep center field, hit it over the boardwalk on which we're on right now, out of the ballpark. His second home run of spring. I think this was Oneil's best game of spring training so far. He went 1 for 1 with the home run, drew a pair of walks, stole a base, scored an additional run. The homer was a 3-run bomb. Just a very impressive showing today from the Pirates center fielder.
Yeah, the latest example of what this guy's capable, right? I mean, we know what he's done in the regular season when healthy, but this is a little bit different this year. Last year in spring training, he was coming off of the injury. There were a lot of questions. He was playing shortstop at that time. Right now, he just looks downright comfortable, whether that's at the plate or whether that's in the field.
Yeah, and at the plate comfortability, nothing changed as far as, he's changed his defensive position. He should look a little uncomfortable there, but you bring up looking comfortable at the plate. Sometimes when guys go through a position change, it affects their ability to hit the baseball because it changes how they distribute their hours of work. You can't be practicing baseball 24/7. You have to choose how you divvy up that time, and when you're learning a new position, that typically takes up a lot of your time. But Oneil said it hasn't changed anything as far as his hitting work, as far as process, as far as hours allocated. It's all been a smooth transition, and I tend to believe him because he looks pretty comfortable, like you said, at the dish.
Yeah, he's looked the part of the guy who could be a franchise cornerstone for the next few years, especially on that offensive side. So he's looked fantastic, and there were a couple of other pitchers who also looked great for the Pirates today.
There he is with the transitions again. Ryan Borucki, the game's winning pitcher, 4th scoreless frame of spring training, a guy who came in as a non-roster invitee, but someone who I think has a really good shot to make the big league club simply because, he's done so for this team the last 2 years. Andrew, what'd you like from Borucki today?
Yeah, I think with him, it's just being healthy, being where he's at with the velocity, where he's sitting there in the 9s. This is a guy who last year, the issue was just staying on the field, right? And manager Derek Shelton talked about it today, and frankly, we'll probably hear him talk about it a lot, whether that's this year if he makes the team or the rest of spring training, but how good he was for them in 2023. Yeah. If he can just tap into that, he's a guy who's a bona fide guy for this bullpen. So he looked the part today and really has all of spring.
Yeah, and he being Borucki talked to a few reporters today, me being one of them, and I think he made a couple of good points. One, that he ended the season healthy. Yep. Despite being hurt for all of the season, being able to go into the offseason healthy, not putting a lot of mileage on that arm, he was really able to attack the offseason. He said he threw a little bit more than he normally does. Added a new pitch to his mix, a different type of splitter that he throws, something that he worked on with Casey Mize of the Detroit Tigers. Found that really interesting, just started messing around with it while throwing catch. The next day, in early January, starts throwing it in a bullpen, and then Brent Strom's been working with him on it, and it's looked good so far.
Yeah, encouraging results. He looks really impressive so far. So, Brian Borucki right now checking all the boxes that you want him to at this juncture in spring training, and excited to see him continue with this development.
Sorry, I thought when you said checking the boxes, you were going to transition right into Mitch Keller, who checked another box today. First Pirate to pitch 4 ups this spring. As we move along, I think we're in week 4 down here, week 3 of game action. This is the sign of a guy who's been in a lot of spring trainings. They're going to allow him to kind of do the firsts. He was the first to start, he started the home opener here. He was a guy who they're going to allow to stretch out before everyone else, and seeing him come back out there, get his pitch count in the 60s, opening day starter?
Yeah, could be. Very well could be. And I think, me personally speaking at least, that's what I would like to see for this team. I think Mitch Keller has earned that right by being kind of the older statesman of this group, which is relative considering he's, on the right side of 30.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think it would work out great where Keller could start opening day down in Miami. Paul Skeens, in theory, could start the home opener against the Yankees. It's not to quibble about any and all of that, but it's more just so at this point in spring training, they're lengthening him out. They got him into the 4th inning, right around the 60-pitch threshold. He looks good. He looks healthy. One blip of a home run. Otherwise, it was another good start from him.
Yeah, that home run was the only hit he allowed. He's walked 3 batters, struck out 3. Stuff looks good, as always. And, yeah, I think that's a storyline we need to monitor moving forward. Paul Skeens tomorrow. Yep. Again, he just always seems to be pitching away from this place. But pitching again at Ed Smith Stadium against the Orioles, what are you looking to see from the Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, round 2 for Mr. Skeens. I'm just excited to see him in action this time, frankly. Missing his start last time, so that'll be worthwhile on my end. But yeah, I mean, just continue to see how much he gets lengthened out. What is the increase to the pitch count? We've seen him in live action. He's done a simulated game that we were not privy to watching as media members. So for me, just getting my first set of eyeballs on him in person. But I think what I'm most looking forward to is how deep do they allow him to go into this game? Kind of in a similar vein to what we saw from Mitch Keller today.
I want to see the new pitches again. The cutter looked good. The two-seamer looked good, but they didn't look as good as the stuff that we already know.
Right.
I want to see how that development continues. And I also want to see who the Orioles trot out there. I don't think they batted their A squad against them last time. I think they might have different plans this time around.
Yeah, curious to watch that, but I would be remiss if we didn't bring this up, though. Adam Frazier, a brief injury update on him.
Yeah.
Manager Derek Shelton said today that he's battling a little bit of back stuff. Didn't get any of the specifics beyond that, but probably just some stiffness, some tightness, whatever it may be. But Adam Frazier has not appeared in the spring training game since February 26th, so not a great sign for him that he's battling that right now, but it is early in spring, so maybe no reason to overreact quite yet.
That's why we keep him around. He's got the injury updates. He's Andrew Destin. I'm Noah Hiles. You can check out all of our work at post-gazette.com, and you can continue to follow along with all of our digital work here on the Post-Gazette Pirates YouTube channel.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.